guys, so it's Wednesday. I got off work this morning and I've been kind of contemplating whether or not I want to do this, but I decided what the heck. I loaded up the car, I got all my camera stuff in here, and Barrett Jackson's going on right now up in Scottsdale, so I figured let's drive up and see what's going on. Let's see if there's anything interesting to film and check out all the vehicles and all that stuff. So I'll give you some updates along the way. It's about probably 2 hours and 15 minutes up there if all goes well on the freeway. But so we're in the Porsche, we're heading up to Barrett Jackson. This will be kind of a cool little adventure. And just on a side note, which I think is pretty awesome, we are getting 29 miles per gallon in the 911 right now. So, awesome. That's not gonna last. I just filled up 14 miles ago, but still pretty cool. We should end up at about 25 or 26 if I remember correctly. So, anyway, stand by and hopefully some more content coming up. So that's Picacho Peak, kind of between Phoenix and Tucson. Hiking, there's a little campground there. Kind of an interesting looking mountain. And that's a place where you can feed ostriches. Very exciting. Quick mileage update, 94 miles, and we're still at 28 miles per gallon. All right, so we have arrived. Get some tickets and we'll get in here. So walking into the door here, it's the big Ford display, and it's pretty cool to see all this stuff. I'm a big Mustang guy from the past, so I've never been to SEMA, I've never been to Barrett Jackson, so just kind of seeing the scope of all this initially is pretty cool. And they had a lot of neat displays set up. Ford Raptor, GT350R, which is right here, absolutely gorgeous car. And the exhaust on these things is incredible, one of the best sounding vehicles I've ever heard. So here's just the underneath of the GT350, just really cool display, you know. I geek out on all this kind of stuff, so it's kind of fun to check out. This is the new little Ford Edge ST. This thing's pretty sweet. I always thought these were ugly until they made this one. I'm playing a Ken Block video up there. Here's a Raptor. There's that Shelby that's on the side. That looks like the little RS from the Cars and Coffee the other day. I don't know if you can get a sense of the width of these flares. Awesome. And we have the Holy Grail over here, the Ford GT. Next to the Ford GT, there's this beautiful Mustang, and then a couple more Ford GTs, and this really nice blue color and the black one. And then that was another Shelby over there. Awesome display, really nice. And then across the way here, they had this older GT350, which I thought was stock initially. And I believe it said it was a 66 body, but wait till you see this motor in here. It was definitely an aftermarket beast. Beautiful car, absolutely beautiful. Some action under the hood. This is a nice little Roush Mustang. I've always liked their stuff. This little guy here was absolutely beautiful. This is a 356 Speedster with a modern interior and obviously some other touches, but just an absolutely gorgeous car. I don't know the name of this manufacturer over here, but they do some beautiful stuff. A couple of McLarens. And here's a company that's making aftermarket Firebirds from Camaros. I've seen these guys on TV before. These things are really pretty. And I've always been a Trans Am Firebird guy over Camaros. Camaros are okay, but these were beautiful. S7 back there, though. So I don't know if anyone remembers the S7, but this thing was an awesome vehicle, and they actually had one in Bruce Almighty, the movie. It was a silver one. This new Saline is definitely different. At the end of the Ford Chevy tent up there, you can see that's the balcony for looking down onto where the auction takes place. And in this tent, once I pan back to the right, apparently has broken a record for the largest tent out here. You can kind of see it in the background back there. But it's just lined with vehicles, and we'll be checking that out here in a second. I don't know if you can get the scope of the size of this vehicle, but it was gigantic. From the front of that glass to the front of the car was as big as my son's Fiesta. Huge. .918 Spider. Now this is a cool little Shelby. This is actually a concept car. You can tell by the roof, and they're auctioning this guy off. It's a Shelby, beautiful. I don't like the Another nice little Porsche here, a 930 Turbo. Cream color interior, gorgeous. Sweet tail. This was another beautiful 911 Turbo. The color on this thing was incredible, and the paint was fantastic. I'm sure the lights that they've got going on in here help, but absolutely beautiful car. Another GT. And just a beautiful Corvette. Had to throw this one in. This is a cool fire truck. It says Beverly Hills Fire on the side. Really well done, amazing paint. Beautiful, beautiful little fire truck. And just an idea of it's massive in here, just absolutely massive. 77 Trans Am. So I finally made it outside, and outside is even bigger than the inside, obviously, but they had this track set up, and you could do free test drives with Dodge, Chevy, and Ford. And I didn't do this because it was a pretty short lap, but they had Hellcats and Vets and Mustangs, all kinds of cool stuff going on out here. I think it's something I would do if I went again. And this is just a look as I walk along one of the mini tents that were outside. I can't really tell you how many were out there, 5, 6 maybe. Just full of cars getting ready to be auctioned off. And there were a lot of neat cars in here. I spent a lot of time walking through, but didn't film everything. I did find a 99 911. It was a green one. It looked like it was in good shape. And actually, it was funny. A lot of people were checking it out. So, a lot of beautiful cars. After risky business when I was a kid, I loved this car, man. Kind of weird now, but this place just pretty much goes on forever. It's like carnival stuff out here. Just more tents for cars. So this is the start of the staging lanes. These little cars are parked out here, and this is a really cool little Porsche. It's almost like set up for Baja or something. But so the cars pull out from the tents, and then they head up here forward where there's 4 other staging lanes that go into the auction area, and you'll see some video of that in just a sec. More cars heading towards the staging area before they go into the auction tent. Pretty cool that you can get this close to all the vehicles, and you can get close to the exit as well after the car's bid on or sold or whatever. And this is the staging area right here. You can see there's 4 lanes and the cars go in there and then they just take them one at a time. Barrett Jackson wrapped Bugatti Veyron. Pretty awesome. So we're out here standing out here by the staging lanes, and Chris Jacobs just went by with his crew going into film, so that's cool. So I finally, after checking out everything outside, went inside the auction area. It's kind of cool. You can get really close. I mean, I'm not that far from where the cars come across, and you get an idea of how big it is in here. It's not huge, but it's pretty cool. Alright, so I just exited the Barrett Jackson. It is 4:30. I've been here for probably 3-4 hours. Unbelievable show. I cannot believe how huge this place is. Someone said they broke a record for tent size this year because they keep adding on. And unbelievable cars. I saw Chris Jacobs from Overhauling. One of the main guys from that, I think it was Craig from Barrett Jackson, walking around, and then a couple other guys I know I recognize, but I don't know their names. So just kind of a cool experience. People are really friendly, and hopefully the video's enjoyable. I didn't talk a lot. I'm not really all that comfortable talking on my camera in front of a bunch of people, so I'm not really a vlogger, but hopefully I'll get better at that down the road. But hope you enjoyed the video. Right now I'm going to actually try to launch my drone and see if I can just give you an overview of just how big this place is. I'm kind of parked out away from the show right now, but there's a lot of airplanes around here, and there are a lot of electrical wires, so I'm not sure how far away from myself I'll fly, but we'll launch the drone hopefully, and it'll be in the video. So thanks for watching, guys.